Hello class. In this video I'm going to try to wrap up section 1.3. We talked about different ways to represent a problem. We talked about a verbal representation of a problem, a symbolic representation of a problem, a numerical representation, and also a graphical representation. So when you look at this example, it says your cousin recently hired a contractor to do some repair work. Looks like you have to pay $450 for material plus $38 per hour for labor, right? So the $450 is fixed, but the $38 will really depend on how much labor you do, right? Every hour you add another $38, right? So if I wanted to fill out this table, I would have to put in a 0 to the x to figure out my y, a 1 to the x, a 2, a 3, a 4, and so on, and then I'd write my ordered pairs. So I took the liberty of maybe typing something out here for you. So I took the liberty of writing out the equations here where I replaced the x with the hours, 0 through 5, or really it looks like 0, 1, 2, 3. I only did up to 4, but to finish it, you put in a 5 for x and so on. So it looks something like this when we complete everything. So you're going to write these values in for y here. Right, the 450, the 488, the 526, and so on. So we get something that looks like this, right? The 450, the 488, and so on. And then the ordered pairs will look something like this. Right, so these are the ordered pairs. So when we get ready to represent the problem graphically, we can plot these ordered pairs onto a graph. Right, and I believe that's what we have down here. And I do want to point out something. You'll notice they use the break lines here. Right, so instead of counting from 0 to 650, it looks like they count by increments of 50, but the first jump is 400. So that's why we have that double break line here. Okay, it indicates that there's a jump. Right, we jump 400 and then we can jump by 50. Okay. So these are the points plotted on the graph, so this would be our graphical representation of our problem. There's a practice exercise here, and it says the ordered pair 2, 526 represents, well, if the job takes 2 hours, or if there's 2 hours of labor, the total cost will be this 256. Right, so let's write that in here. After 2 hours of labor, the cost is $526, right? And this one would mean, I'm going to use my typewriter function. Let's see, here we go. I'm going to say after, oops, I can't see the point. After 5 hours, the job will cost $640, right? So I'll type in after 5 hours of labor, the cost will be, I believe we said $640. And I think that should do it, right? After 5 hours, whoops. After 5 hours of labor, my cost is this $640 up here. On the next page, we have the summary. So again, the answers to the summary are in the back of the book. I'd strongly suggest trying to complete the summary. If you have any problems or you get stuck, definitely come to my Zoom office hours and I can help walk you through these problems. I can share my screen with you and we can work out some of the problems together. All right, thank you for watching. I appreciate it.